all, my name is Ng Wai Kong and you can call me Jack. So currently I'm studying in Master of Business Administration in Sunway University and I believe this is my number third block. So before I begin my presentation, this is my first assessment for the subject named Foresight Leadership and Management. Okay, before starting on the assessment one, we are given a link to test what type of traits we have. So with this traits identification sort of test, my result summary can be reviewed in the image shown in the slides. So two of my top personality traits that I have, which is the extroversion, which score at 97, and of course emotional stability, which score at 76. So the trait number one, let's talk on extroversion. So according to Psychology Today, and a high extroversion person is a personality trait which contains of outgoingness, high energy and positivity. Of course, they are very talkative. On my second highest personal trait, which is emotional stability, it is a personality trait which continuously strive for better emotional health, both intra-physically and intra-personality. Okay, so the pros of being high in extroversion includes, of course, a few advantages. So one of the advantages is we are able to form better relationships, as these type of people have higher social skills and outgoing enough to make friends with strangers, which are interrelated to the second pros, which is confidence and initiative. Another pros which we are looking for an extroversion person is they have a higher collaborative capacity, means they work with people easily. However, there is some cons too. So one of the cons, which is the person which are high in extroversion, which is they are more lack of boundaries. Sometimes this type of people easily trespass another person's limit without giving a deeper consideration. Another two more cons which I can be identified are they are easily time mismanagement and of course also easily distractive. So after talking on one of my personal traits, which is extroversion, while it contributes to the management level, the strength of an extrovert manager can contribute by they are someone which able to draw attention by using their energy to source externally around them within the management team. Hence, they are also highly engaged with the team by motivating them, which means this type of extrovert manager, they are able to make good social with the team, make good progression with the team, and of course, move towards to a vision and goals together. However, there are also a few cons with a high extrovert manager. So one of the highly cons for a high extrovert manager is they are definitely not a good listener because they are more oriented with themselves as they think that they are they are more self-centered as well, and of course they are lack of deep thoughts when facing with an issue. However, in terms of leadership, I believe that an extroversion people is much more suitable in the leadership role. An extrovert leadership is a very energetic person and able to excel together with the team with collaborative approach, which means they will move towards with one vision and one goal ahead, carrying the whole management team together. Of course, with their self-built natural charismatic, which they are very easily able to attract followers and of course supporters. Of course, they do have some weaknesses. Of course, one of the weakness is they will struggle with tasks which require meticulous consideration and reflection. So it is good that an extrovert leader can sometimes tune down in order to listen to others which are much more introverted, make a deep consideration when making some task decisions which may benefit the whole organization. Let's talk on another personal traits that I have, except for the extroversion, which is I'm much more high. The second highest of the personal traits I have is a higher emotional stability. So the pros of such emotion
of such people having a high emotional stability is that they are better at focusing on task, and they are much more positive when facing with challenges, that this will lead to a much more mentally healthy look. However, the cons of such high emotional stability person is that they might be difficult to accept negative feedbacks and unlikely to take risks. In terms of a manager with a high emotional stability, their strength is they will allow the team to think clearly and make proper decisions although under stress situations, as they have the positiveness in their mind and whereas there is difficulties. The manager is always there to lead the team in the right path. Also, with this said, they will be more able to maintain healthy relationships with the team to achieve goals and visions. The weakness, however, are they will not be able to easily understand unstable emotional team members, as their line of thinking might not be the same, so they would not understand what they are thinking at, as they always think more positively compared to the negative ones. Also, by being over positive, this might result that they may not think of the worst case situations during handling a task. After talking on the emotional stability of for the management's level, let's talk about in terms of a leader. So a leader with a higher emotional stability means that they have a stronger relationship management, as their EQ, which is higher, which means they will make friends easily and think of others compared to the one with the low emotional stability. Another point is they will not speak something that will make the other people feel bad. This is one of the high strength that they have. Of course, this is interrelated to my second point, which is effective communication. Next, another strength is they will be having a better decision making, as they will think much more in a different way. The weaknesses of an high emotional stability leader is will be more easily influenced and not be able to accept negativity. Of course, with the emotional stability, they will be more biased when decision making, which means if someone which is having a low emotional stability and making a decision, they will more likely not to accept them, as they will think that they are not in the same page.
Thank you for listening to my presentation for assessment 1. As for the reference, it can be referred in the next slide for your reference.